Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday. How you doing today? I hope you're good and well. Had a good weekend and you're feeling good, that you're ready to learn. Cameras are back. In the last episode, everything went crazy. We crashed the cameras, both of them. But it's good to be back, having fixed it. They're working. Hey Nesta, great to have you here all the way on Facebook. Hope you're doing well. Got Jen here as well, saying quickly popping out of class to say hello to everyone and congratulations, Joseph, on 900 episodes. Thank you. It's very kind, and thank you for your kind contribution as well. Very kind of you. Appreciate that. May you do 9,000 more, or at least 900. I'm looking forward to listening to the episode tonight. Have a great one. You have a great class. Hey Judith, welcome back. How are you? If only we had 900 viewers, that'd be cool as well. But yes, hello, 900 episode viewers. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thank you for being here. Awesome. Trying to see what you said. I can see it now. There's a rocket. It doesn't show when I bring it up. Thank you ever so much, very kind. I hope I've helped people for sure, but it's a bit tricky to know if I have. But I'm very grateful for doing what I'm doing, in terms of grateful that I have the opportunity to do so. Thank you, my friend. And yes, happy belated Thanksgiving to you. Hey Rasmus, great to have you on the stream. I'm doing good. Great to have you here, Leah. On your Tuesday, all the way in Australia. I'm doing pretty good. I went for a 4-mile run. We had a live coach. I didn't take the coaching call. My dad takes that one on Mondays. Or 2 Mondays of the month. We had some crazy cool celebrations from people. From the program, so that was always fun editing that. Like crazy cool ones. Like they couldn't even imagine that they were going to feel like they are. I should really share those, not obviously name redacted, I should really share the celebrations people make. But I hope you're doing well. Hey Cheryl, great to have you here, all the way in Australia too. Thank you for being here. And thank you. Yay! 900 episodes, or hopefully. When we get into it. Hopefully nothing happens. This is a memoric moment. Kind of cool, isn't it? 900 episodes. I think that when we get to 1,000, that'll be like, we've done a good job. Hey Danny, great to have you here. Or is it Danny Marie? All the way from California. I'm in California too. Look at that. Are you in the north or the south? Or somewhere in the middle? I don't think there is a middle California, is it? It's just regarded north, which I just think of anything above LA, and then the south being anything LA and downwards. But I don't know enough history of where that divide is. Thank you so much. And the Grim Grim is here. How you doing, my friend? Welcome. Yeah, but it would be kind of cool to have 900 viewers. I've seen channels when they have like 80,000 viewers. And that means we're really making it. Right? Because we don't want to think, well, if we keep it small, we keep it really kind of tight. But that also means we don't help as many people. Yes, it will. Fresno might be in the middle. I've never been to Fresno. Oh, you're in the Central Coast in the middle. There is a middle. I never hear about middle California, just northern and southern. Thank you so much, Cheryl. That's so kind. You're always such a huge supporter. So kind. Well, thank you so much. So awesome. Supporting the show. Everyone give a great thanks to Cheryl in the chat if you can. Because that means we can keep on doing more of these things. These things. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Michelle. Great to have you here. Hope you're well. Oh, that's right. That disappeared way too quick. Yes, thank you. And thank you. Oh, thank you. Can we? You don't have to do that. I'm happy to do these things for free. Or obviously we've got contributions as well. So you being here is a great support in of itself. So we're all good there. And I always say, like, the best way to probably support me is by getting the app and then just unlocking it. Like get on a monthly or a yearly subscription. Yearly's half price as a discount, and that means you're getting help. Then I use the income from that usually just to develop the app. Where's Mr. C, the cat? Mr. Cuddles, where are you? I hear him. Did you hear him? That's all good, my friend. I said, being here is just enough. Or more than enough. I thought it was just called Central to until you told us about Big Sur. Big Sur is awesome. Big Sur is awesome. Done that a couple of times. About at least three times. You know my favorite place on the coast? I really enjoy staying at a hotel in Pismo Beach. There's a certain hotel I stay at if I do that drive, and it's just on the ocean pretty much. I went there this year with my brother, sister-in-law, and niece. Thank you so much for supporting. And it means we get more content out as well. Mr. Cuddles, what are you doing? So freehypnosis.app. Hey Sue, all the way in Arizona, but you're back from your trip. What an adventure. Used the philosophy of the 10X, the book you recommended before I left. That's great. Yeah, that's really awesome. So we did like an episode around it, didn't we? Yeah. Like, I don't know how long I could stay there for because it's very small. But as a layover, kind of a stopover, it's really cool. There's one bar/restaurant I go to. It's changed. When I was there last time. But it's really nice. Just like a mile away, half a mile away. Oh no. Well, I don't want to make you jealous, but it was 72 degrees on my run, but I think it's going to go down to 50 degrees this evening or less. I think I even asked the listening machine. I think it said even like in the 40s. So this will be episode 900, and on Wednesday I'm creating a free hypnosis session because we are getting to that time of festivities. Is that a word? Festivities? Festivities? So yeah, whether you celebrate Christmas or other holidays, just general holidays, it'll be about how to do the kind of de-stressing. I'm going to record it tomorrow. It'll be up here 3 p.m. Pacific on Wednesday, and a week later on the app to subscribers, and then a couple of weeks after for those who are just listening to the free. Hey my friend, great to have you here. Welcome. Thank you so much. Yes, it can be. I mean, not for everyone, but sometimes I see it like when we're unwell. Your body just wants to sleep. It's recovery mode. So if we go through a significant emotional event, it can make us kind of just want to recover. So yeah, it can be absolutely normal. So sometimes you got to give yourself some grace to be able to just be here. Okay, I'm just going to recover for the next week or whatever. And I like to set time periods as well. Because if I set a time period, it won't keep on prolonging even things like grief. An idea or a technique I had is if you're going through grief, we've said this way back, but allocate time to grieve. So, okay, every day for 20 minutes, I'm going to grieve. And what that does, it means you can be fully processing, but then there's a cutoff time that tells your unconscious mind, okay, we're done now. Tomorrow, we'll do a little bit more. But it gives you more choice. So maybe you could do, like, say yourself, I'm going to just rest up for a week, or a couple of days, or one more night, or you're gonna process, and that could do it. I like to define things. Oh, damn. I've never seen 15 inches of snow. Can't even imagine it. Because does that mean you're... Obviously, the little bit would be trodden down. Does that mean you're like really deep into the snow when you touch it? Or is it kind of thick that you kind of just rest on top of it? Or do you have to wade through it? Wow, you can be in a boring place. But as long as we make it happy and fun. And if you've got any questions along the way, feel free to put them in the chat as well. happy to answer questions. Ideally put a little Q or a capital Q so I know it's a question. I'll probably say it's a question. So we're on episode 900. I saw a stat yesterday that 90% of podcasts don't get past 3 episodes. And the average is 50 episodes. Which is kind of crazy, isn't it? 90% don't get past 3 episodes. And we're past together 893. Aw, I've never been to Ohio. But stay cozy. There we go. That's the way. Define the recovery time. Oh, awesome. We haven't even done anything yet, really. And to be honest, for episode 900, I don't know what to talk about. Like, what do I do for episode 900? What should I do? I'm not a professional. I don't always plan things. Most welcome. I'm pleased to hear it. So, yeah, what should we talk about? For episode 900, there should be like a big thing, shouldn't it? But I'm a little bit of a loss. Well, you know what I kind of say is other people's opinions, they don't have to be. Or you can be strict and go, none of your business. So there is an episode about that. There is maybe a hypnosis session about, oh my goodness, I've got probably lots. If you just go into just in the free section, I've got lots, but I've got ones on like having boundaries. There's a one where I think if you just type in provoke, there's an episode, an actual, not a hypnosis process, but a process you can do to be able to change how you associate. So when they do say those things or have those opinions, you remain in a centered state. So you don't take them on board. But yeah, I've got quite a few. You probably just have to, being 900 episodes, there's gonna definitely be quite a few there, but I just can't think other than ones I said. I feel like we've done one recently which will be utilized. Let me have a quick look on YouTube. What did we talk about? Anyone? Does anyone remember? Can we fact check that? I feel like we've done one about boundaries. Oh, there was one called Protect Your Home. That might be kind of cool. But that was more of a coaching. Oh, there's one called Fortify Your Mind. That would be good. The live stream of that was on the 21st of August, so that'll be out on the podcast or the app like a week after that. So like if you look in the late August time, that was a pretty good one. And that was there's one on people pleasing, which not that similar, but could be useful. Ah, here's the one. Enforcing your boundaries. That was on the 28th of June of this year. So if you look in the app... Why can't I get my months right? May, June, July. Early July, you'll see it there. So enforcing your boundaries, it's called. Exactly. Okay, we can add to saying like that. Unstuck and create a movement when you feel like spinning. I'll try to add that in. Good. Cleanse away. Yes. I may have given you the sleep version of that one, because I know you like the sleep versions. Nicole is the person who always goes, that'd be really good as a sleep hypnosis session. So she hypnotizes me to go, I should do a hypnosis session for sleep on that one. Oh, let's make sure it's a good one. Yeah, I think so. I think so. That's a cool one. Exactly. Hey, my friend, great to have you here. I'm gonna maybe highlight some of these. Hey, Rosella, we're gonna start soon, so you're not late. Just on the pre-show chat. We can do like a medley. On Friday, I'm actually thinking about doing my first ever live stream with multiple episodes. So we'll go on different subjects, and then in post I can edit them into separate ones. I thought about that. I think I'm doing that this Friday. Once again, you'll get a free sleep hypnosis, a free hypnosis session dealing with the stresses on the holiday season, where you celebrate Christmas or other religion or other holidays. I wish I could copy these comments. I've got an itchy nose. What does that mean? Oh my goodness. Yeah. That calm in the storm. So, what was I gonna say? I can't remember what I was gonna say now. But let's just see where we go. Dealing with the chaos. Overcoming fears. Yeah. So should we get going? Sure do. Okay, let's get into it. And hit the thumbs up if you would like to celebrate the episode 900. I never know if you can hear that very loud or not. It's very loud in my ears. And I haven't even had to write down what episode number this is. It's pretty simplistic. Okay, 1 second. 1 second, everybody. Okay, 1 second, everybody. Before I start, you can get one of that. There we go. Just to be pleasant. Okay, let's turn down this music and get into it. Oh, I've got an itchy nose. Doesn't matter. Unconscious mind, slow down with the nose stuff. Okay, we're gonna use that. Ready, steady, let's go. Welcome back to the podcast. My name is Joseph Clough, and this is episode 900. That's it. We have collectively together reached 900 episodes, which is an interesting kind of thing because it means a lot of time, a lot of effort over the years has been put into creating this. And I really honestly and genuinely hope you are enjoying my work, and I do hope to continue producing more episodes, because like 90% of all podcasts, they don't go past 3 episodes. In fact, the average amount of episodes a podcast gets to is around 50 or so. So the fact that we've created 900, and in the last few years, these have been broadcasted live, just like this one on YouTube. So we have a bit of a pre-show and an after show, and it's been a real pleasure getting to like know you and be connected with you. And also for those who personally email, reach out to me, saying that my work has been helpful to them. So I would just want to also, with the celebration of 900, I want to just say thank you for being a listener, because I remember I've said this a while ago that the first time I created a podcast is when you had to have like your own RSS feed. And it was like on something called like FeedBurner or something like that. And this was like 2012 or so, or even earlier, I don't know, because that's just historic now. But I just thought I wanted to get out there and hopefully put some words out there. In the beginning, I used to take requests all the time, and it's crazy to think that we went from just a couple of episodes, or maybe first 10, 15, only getting maybe 10 or 15 downloads per episode, if that, and I was probably me listening to it to make sure that it was okay. Then now we're getting like 160 to 200,000 downloads every single month on the podcast. And to this date, having put up like 1,200 YouTube videos, which includes a podcast, and just kind of getting all those views as well kind of blows my mind. So yeah, I've been doing this since 2012. At the very least, it may be a year or so earlier than that as well. So it's been an interesting journey along the way. And the reason I wanted to talk about that briefly, because it is a journey, and you're probably going through a journey right here and right now. Maybe your life isn't exactly how you would like it to be. Maybe you're experiencing fear. Maybe you're experiencing lots of noise in the world. There is a lot going on, and it can feel hard to figure out where to turn and what direction to go to. And I know that because I've been there too. Like just starting out the podcast, I had no idea how to do it. I just remember paying someone to set up a FeedBurner account to have my own RSS feed. I used to kind of host it all on my own server and all those kind of things. Sometimes you just don't know what you don't know. So wherever you are right now, realize that it is a process, and it can be also an opportunity to become something that you could never even imagine. I never imagined getting these 900 episodes. I never imagined about the thousands of downloads we get per episode. Like I think it's like a few first week or so we get like 5,000 per episode or more. I haven't checked in the last this year probably, but it starts with nothing, right? You've got something in your mind, you got something on your heart, and you're like, I want to make a change, because what is showing up is not to your liking. So you've got to get yourself in a place of being uncomfortable, even in this present stuff showing up. Like, that's the waking point. That's where you start to make a huge decision as to where you want to be. I mean, do you want to stay where you are, or do you want to actually learn and grow? Do you want to be able to look away from the fear or face it and go, look, it's fear or it's a limiting belief, but I am ultimately in control of that. That is happening within my own mind. Like, no one is making me feel that way. I've got to choose to experience what I'm experiencing. And if I dislike it, I've got to wake up to it. And the reason why I say that is because many people will know that I used to experience significant anxiety growing up. Lots of, not panic attacks, but like dread and blushing and fear and what you'd probably class imposter syndrome, but it wasn't around back then. And I know what it's like to feel stuck and not know. In fact, throughout my whole journey, running a business and trying to keep all my free work going, it is a ever ongoing journey to be able to hopefully create more and be more and serve more. That is what I want to do. And sometimes I've got to be my own biggest critic, and I think that can be okay. So realize you can be critical of your present situation, because that critic, if you use it right, allows you to be accountable for what is really happening. Not for what people have done to you, but like, be accountable to go, look, I'm going to make a change in my life. And then having had that accountability, we want to kind of step into the dreamer, because you can choose and define your own dreams. So we know where we are, we're waking up, this isn't right, and now we're starting to dream and get more clarity as to where we want to be, even in all the noise. And then you've got to get yourself to be in a place of being a realistic or realist, so you can discern the difference of what's really happening, where do I want to be, and am I willing to do whatever it takes. I've got to assume responsibility for my life. I got to assume responsibility in taking back the control rather being in the effect. And there's going to be huge effects out there. Like, people will do mean things to you. Unfortunately, it's a way of life, but you don't want it to allow you to define who you are, because you get to choose the definition of who you're going to become. You can use all that stuff and noise and the contrasting experience of life to your gain to really choose who do you want to become. Sometimes you got to let go of who you are to be the person you want to be. You have to assume the feeling of your desires and act upon it with that deep, undeniable even conviction. You have to assume those feelings that almost like you're holding so strong in your mind your goal, your dream, that no one's going to take that away from you. Because like I said, you get to define your goals and dreams. No one else can. No one can define that. Well, I guess they can if you choose to allow that definition to be true. But I like to think that you are so much more than that. And no matter what you're going through right now, there's always a way that you can achieve your desires. Yes, it starts with you. Yes, it's going to be hard work, but it's going to be okay. It's like I always like to think, it's hard work, but it's harder staying the same. Right? Like, if we carry on being what we're doing, or being around who we are, or taking that contrasting experience and thinking that's going to be our only reality, that is hard. That is so much harder than putting the initial effort and work ethic into doing what is right for you. So you got to hold whatever that dream is in your mind. You got to protect it. We did an episode around protecting your home. Like, you are your home. Yeah, we may have the physical home around us, but in your mind, that is your home. And you've got to choose who you allow in that experience of being around you. You want to be able to try to be surrounded that people will lift you up. I think the greatest value of any relationship, friendship, whatever it may be, I like to think it's just lifting up. So if people aren't lifting you up, then maybe it's time to be able to surround ourselves with those who want to lift us up and we want to lift them up. Because that means that goal and dream is so much more easier when people give you that lifting up experience. And remember, it's going to take time. Like these 900 episodes, you may sometimes think, and I'm not saying this for like sympathy or anything like that, because I love doing what I do. Yes, it's a lot of work, but 900 episodes, like 25 minutes each at least. There's another hour or so on top of that in all the editing. So if we're thinking about all the amount of time for it to really be successful, it is going to take time. But embrace that time is good. The time to work on yourself and cultivate yourself to what you want out of life, so you can be of purpose, you can be in purpose. You can start to decide and declare what you want out of life. So if you were just to ask yourself right here and right now, what am I going to declare my life to be like? That when I look back, I'm going to go, this was a defining moment, or a part of a defining moment, because like I said, it takes time. But what is going to be like your statement or your mantra? One thing I like to think about personally is leaving the world in a better place than I found it. That's a quote I heard years and years ago, and that really stuck with me. Another one which I thought about myself, I think I did, which is enlighten the illusionary darkness. There is only love. I'm the everlasting moment of oneness. I am love. So if you start to live by like that mantra, you're actually starting to define your values. That's what they are. And when you start to define those values by declaring that this is my new standard I'm going to live up to, I'm going to put in the work to get to this place. Yes, I'm going to sacrifice things. Yes, I'm going to give up things. Yes, I'm going to have to allocate different levels of my time because I only have a certain amount of time in the day, and if I want to achieve the things I want to achieve, maybe I've got to dial back aspects of things so I can dial in to what I really want to be doing. But embrace that. Anything you really desire is worth the work you're putting into it. And when you think about the work that you're putting into it, you're putting it into yourself. Like you are in of itself, you're telling yourself you're worth it. Because I know a lot of people listen to my program or my podcast, they go, I'm not worthy, deserving, capable, fear of failure, fear of success, fear of being found out. But if you're putting enough adequate time over the other things, you're telling your unconscious mind, even though it doesn't feel like it, because it is an unconscious belief, you are telling your unconscious mind you're actually worth more. And I believe you are worth more. I believe that you have everything in your capacity to achieve what you really want. I fully believe that you are, by nature, by birthright, that you are loved, that you're worthy, that you're deserving enough. Unfortunately, because of that contrasting experience, we've started to define those limiting beliefs. But those beliefs are not who you are. I always say the sentence like, belief is the enemy of knowing or knowingness. So if you have a belief about yourself, you're actually usually disregarding the knowing of who you really are. Because whatever you think you are always more than that. Like you cannot define who you really are, like your essence and your quality and all of those things, because you will never even touch the surface of how amazing, how beautiful, how worthy and deserving and loving that you can be. And I don't say that in a negative way. I'm just saying that as in like you can never really get to that place, because you can, but you're always going to be more than that as well. So put in the work and the time to be able to get to that place where you can go, do you know what? I am worthy. I just know it. I don't just believe it. I know it. I know that it is my birthright to be able to have the life that I want. I know that I can be free of fear. I know that, yeah, I mean, even for me personally, do I go through stuff in life? Absolutely. I would probably actually say the last 6 months, or from May, has probably been the most challenging experience that I've had to date. Maybe not compared to when I was young, when I had all the issues, but I would say the last 6 months has been really, really crazy in terms of trying to help and support many through my work that I do. Lots of challenges along the way, and trying to build back all the things I need to do. And that's why I am sometimes my worst critic, because it does hold me a level of accountability even. So sometimes, and by the way, just to backtrack, when I'm saying being a critic, I'm not saying, you got to tell yourself you're a bad person. No, but I just mean you got to critique. This is the situation I'm in. I've got to wake up to that accountability that I don't like it, rather just thinking that this is my lot in life. That's where you could say is taking a stand, is taking accountability, is taking the outlook that this is to my displeasing, and I want to be able to get in a state of pleasing, of being the person that I want to be. So even in the storm, even in the darkness, even in the trauma, even in the toxic situations, we can still navigate ourselves to where we want to be. That's got to be our plan together. We're in this together through the podcast and through all the other things that I do. And I say we're together because I always think about you as I'm doing these things, even if we've never met sometimes. Because I know I've met some people, that I want it to think about as like, look, we're moving in the right direction. And if we hold that in our mind, that this is where I want to be, and I'm going to make sure I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled and act upon it with conviction. I'm going to hold that vision of what I want for life so strong that no one's going to take that away from me. And I'm going to live up to that standard. I'm going to give up who I am to be that standard. I'm going to elevate myself. So that means I'm sending a signal to my best friend, or your best friend, being the unconscious mind, that we're worth this together. You see, when I do my main program, sometimes we talk about that maybe, and we talked about this briefly on another episode as well, but like when you were growing up, maybe you didn't have the right person in your life to show you differently. And I bet right now that if you could go back in time, you'd want to be that person. You'd want to be the person that you needed back then. So that is why we've got to be more today. We've got to be the person we needed back then. We need to be the person who we're going to be in the future. And we're going to just go all in on our happiness and our success, whether it be financial abundance, whether it be in your career, whether it be in your passion, whether it be in your hobby, whether it be in your relationship, your health, literally anything. You want to be able to hold that in your mind and go, nothing less than this, because I am more than where I presently am. I am more than enough. I am going to get to the place where I'm going to touch upon and live within that I am worthy, deserving enough. And I say touch upon once again, because whatever you think you are always more in every single way. And then you start to be the example. And then, weirdly enough, things start to show up. It's really, really weird. When you take a stand for who you are and your dream, new things will show up just like magic. It's not magic. Well, it could be a little bit of magic in there as well, but it's the decoding of your perception in a different way, on a biological way. When you take that stand, your brain's going to look for more things which support that value system, which supports that evidence as to why you're enough and why you're capable and all those things. So have a clear definition in your mind. Almost like, think about it like this. You know, you get companies and they have a mission statement, Write yourself out a mission statement. Because what does those mission statements have? They have core values. What are your core values going to be on this journey? In my program, we actually have a mission statement That's where I kind of got it from in many ways, because you have to then live up to those standards. You want to be able to live up to that sense of value. And it could be, well, this is my values in a relationship. Maybe it could be that I lift people up and they lift me up. That's going to be a high quality value in my mission statement. It could be around other areas. It could be in a specific area that you have your mission statement. It could be toward this specific outcome that you want. That you're going, this is my mission statement for this outcome. And then you want to start to write that out, and you want to be able to look at it every day and go, this is why I'm doing this. This is why I'm doing this. You see, something what fuels me personally is when I get emails saying where people were and when they were close to taking their life, for example, and then they found my work and then they didn't take their life and now they're an inspirational. I don't think we said it on the episode, but someone was on the pre-show of someone doing that, who actually is now a mentor, who is now working with people who were in similar situations that he was in. Like, that inspires me. That's what makes me want to keep on doing this work. And I don't know how long these episodes will last for. I've been thinking about it the last week or so, because it is a bit of a 900 kind of cool milestone. But if I'm going to keep on doing this, I've got to be more dynamic in what it is. I've got to be able to think about it differently and do different things to be able to keep it helping more people. And so anyway, regardless of that, whatever happens there, but that inspires me. So you want to be the example of what can be done. Where it be for your child, if you have a child, you want to be that example. Where it be for your partner, you want to be that example, even with the things which happen, but it's about those values and the qualities that you bring out. You see, that stress and that contrasting trauma or darkness, that can be the birthing place where you decide and discover who you're going to be. Sometimes that darkness can feel like it's the worst, but sometimes that darkness can actually birth who you really want to be. Like, I got into doing this, for example, and I'm talking a lot about me, but it's episode 900, so stay with me. The only reason I'm doing this, all these episodes, the 1,200 videos on YouTube, the many, probably like 2,000 sessions in the app or more, probably more than that. If you include custom, it's be way more than that. But the only reason why I do trainings, events, my main program, or the app, the podcast, the free sessions, is because I was in pain, because I was in that so-called darkness. That is what caused me to ignite something. Like, it was that wake-up call that I cannot carry on blushing. I cannot carry on being anxious and dreading, doing the job I really disliked. It got to that point where the spark was created. And the metaphor that I always like to say is, I think I may have said this in a previous episode, after 900, you do start repeating. So the metaphor that I see for being in that darkness, that you are in that darkness and you're a candle, and then something gets ignited. I don't know what ignites you from this. Maybe this episode, maybe it's more trauma, maybe it's more noise in the world, maybe it's a relationship breakup, whatever it is. Something happens and you're ignited and you go, I'm gonna live up for more. And that flame starts to get bigger because you're now that candle which has been lit up. And then you see more in the darkness. And it's almost as if the more you start to live and be more passionate, you start to light up more of your environment. And then weirdly, somewhere along the line of that journey of like being ignited and getting that flame bigger and bolder, you start to see other candles which aren't lit up either. And then you go, I was like that once before. I was like that. And then something ignited me. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to ignite with my flame this candle which has been put out for all the reasons in the world it could be. You're going to just ignite that flame on that or that wick on that candle to become a flame. And now the two of you see more lightness. And the bigger they get brighter, you get brighter. And then you see more candles. So stay with me on this. And you just ignite one by one by one by one. And after a while, you are just in that light and you're surrounded with other candles. And that is the analogy that I like to think. So once I was in that darkness and then something sparked me. And then I lit up and I started to see this, and then I fell into this. And that's what I wanted. Like, if I see all these candles through the podcast episodes, that's what I want to light up. I want to light up, light up, light up. But I can only light other people up if I am shining as much as I can. And sometimes you shining bright will blind others. A listener actually said that to me, that sometimes shining bright will blind others. And that's because you're not in resonance with that person. Those are the people who are trying to bring you down. Those are the people are trying to hold you back sometimes. So it's okay to blind others in that metaphor, because you're shining bright. You're just operating from a different place. And that is where that magic shows up, because just magical things happen. Those people seem to be... what's the word I'm thinking of? That they are not propelled, but I told you it's a live stream. They're moving away, right? You know the word I'm thinking about. They start to be compelled to move away from, like a battery, right? Or a magnet, sorry. They start to repel you, right? They get further and further away. That's part of the magic as well. So get down to that thinking of the mission statement. Get down to the thinking of taking massive inspired action. Get down to thinking of your values. What are you going to take a stand for? Be at peace in the darkness if you use it for that ignition. When you get ignited, and then you start to be a part of something. Because even if you don't do it overtly, like me doing a podcast episode, the very nature of you transforming, you kind of show what is possible. I mean, was it Gandhi said, be the change you want to be in the world, but sometimes you got to be the change you want to, well, people will see you having made the change, and that just changes everything. They have an example of what can be done. I don't know if that's your child, I don't know if that's your friend or your neighbor. You don't know how far the ripple effects go when you start to make a change. So it can be such an enlightening experience when you start to take that stand. And it doesn't matter where you start, it's about where you're going to be, right? You start right here. Today is a new day. We're going to start right here and do whatever it takes. We're going to define, we're going to draw a line in that sand and go, look, I am ready to no longer have this. I'm done with it. I'm more than that. I might not believe it yet unconsciously, but I'm going to make that decision. I'm going to be so dedicated, rather being dedicated to stay the same, because that's the only two options. Decide to stay the same or decide to be more today. So build into that vision. Hold that image in your mind as often and as supercharge it as much as possible. And that's where you're going to go. Yeah, get the help around you. Use the episodes, use the hypnosis app, work with coaches. It's not a cost to work with someone. It's not a cost to work with me or my program. It's an investment within you. And you are, to me, worth investing. And I'm not saying, look, because I want your money or anything like that. I'm saying that you are an investment. Whether it be through time, you are worth investing in time to get your life the way you want. You are like a company stock. You want to be able to invest in that. You want, so it grows and gets bigger and bolder. You want to be able to protect your assets yourself. And I'm doing lots of crazy, weird little analogies here, but trying to paint different images in your mind that hopefully resonate, and it allows you to feel that, yes, I am my life. My life is my perception. There's only my subjective viewpoint, so therefore I've got to create a better level of ownership of where I'm going to be. Do whatever it takes. Give up the things which no longer serve me. Do more of what's going to get me the return, whether it be through money, whether it be through time, but that investment just keeps on coming back. I always invest in my production, my episodes, in time, in working with people to get better as a person, all those things, and I see it as a return to hopefully help more people. And that could be the exact same thing for you. When you transform, you will have to, by definition, transform others, either to let people leave so they don't, because they're not in resonance with you anymore, because you're resonating and vibrating from a different place, or you attract the right people into your life because you are operating from that different space, that different resonance. So just do whatever it takes to keep on going. You're so much more than you could ever imagine. And if you are enjoying even just one of the episodes, out of a 900, if there's just one you like, I mean, I don't know why you'd keep listening to 900 just to find the one, but if there was one aspect of an episode you liked, or if you enjoyed or got value from any of my work, I really appreciate if you left a review or you became a subscriber of the app, and that means we reinvest into the app, where it be making the functionality, where it be me putting more time into episodes. And you will notice it is the cheapest hypnosis app out there as well. So I want to make it as affordable for everyone, but even just leaving a review, whatever it is, if you're enjoying my work, that'll be so kind of you. And then together, hopefully we can inspire others to download it or to listen to it. They can listen to all the free episodes as long as they're getting help. And sometimes, or I say every time really, your words as a review will just totally inspire someone to go, I'm going to give this a shot. And yeah. So with that, this has been episode 900. And I do hope to make it to the 1,000 mark, hopefully, if not more. And I look forward to speaking to you on a future episode. So many thanks and goodbye. And there we go, 900 episodes. We are done. We did it. We made it. Whew. We made it to 900. Yay. Yay. So we went on a bit of a medley, lots of different themes, because we didn't have a plan of what we're going to talk about. And then it naturally evolved as we went along. I try to think about the things that you said. Thank you so much, Lacey. I'm just going back on some of the comments. I did say that as I saw that one on the live. So I'm reading your comments while I'm speaking a lot of the time as well. You are always more. Yes. Yes. You get to choose. No one gets to take away your dream. You are so much more. I don't put off for tomorrow. What can you do today? Yeah, that's a cool one. Don't put it off for tomorrow. What you can do today. That's so awesome. Oh, wrong one. Or did I did that one already, right? So Lois says, I've been so blessed to follow your wisdom for many, many years and have learned so much. Congratulations on making 900 because you keep the magic alive for healing and growth. Thank you, my friend. I'm always so excited to say thank you that I actually don't read all the comment in full sometimes. Thank you so much. So, so kind. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Great to have you here. So pleased to hear it. Nice. Keep on going. I struggle to think about what to talk about. And so these episodes, I've made back a bit of time by just going live less, or like not going live on Wednesday. But the mental time to think about things, my Sunday afternoon for like 2 hours is usually just thinking what to talk about. Because 900 episodes, I think I just say the same things in different ways, or sometimes the exact same thing. It's hard to keep it fresh. That's why I got to think about innovating or switching things up somewhere along the line. Yeah, that's awesome. You are most welcome. Oh, I thought you said thank you. Like, 'cause that's weird me saying you're most welcome. But I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you, Michelle. My thoughts and love are with you. Appreciate that. Keep on doing the good work. Thank you for your kind words, and thank you, you superstar, Nicole. I don't know if you saw it, Nicole, because I was editing it, but the 2 crazy cool celebrations we had on I sent out the replay today, were epic. Like, gives me the tingles when I read them. Well, I did actually read these ones. I logged in to read the celebrations. It was crazy. Thank you, Leah. All the way over in Australia. There's another thing, we've reached so many different countries. And thank you, Michelle. So kind of you. Appreciate you always showing up. Thank you, Melody. Appreciate that. And thank you, Cheryl, as well. Appreciate that. So much thanks. Thank you. Always great at your comments, Rosella. Always great. Pleased to hear it. Well, that's awesome. Let's keep on doing more. You know we're doing good when we're getting spam like that. If you ever see anything like that on a comment, can I peek over and read it? If you ever see spam on comments like that, I'll delete it soon, but it is all, they're gonna take your money like you can never imagine. I can attest, it legit happened to me. It altered my self-esteem and confidence. Change toothpaste. Do the work. You obviously didn't listen to this episode. That's the easy way of scamming. You want to use your efforts to good. It sure does. So, bit of spam. I get that. I've had that quite a bit. But I'm gonna just, I know I showed it on the live stream and all, but I'm going to quickly just ban them. Ban them. You're gonna get banned for your spam. If only I knew how to get to my profile. Mods. Where are the mods? I don't have Facebook mods. It'd be really cool if I knew how to get to my profile, my Facebook page. You are now acting as Joseph Clough on Facebook. That's good to know. Oh, I see it now. Report comment for spam. Report it. I'm gonna block them so you can't spam again. Done. I think that's right. Just do good work. Rather spamming people. We haven't had much spam at all on YouTube, which is nice. Yeah. Exactly. They didn't listen to the episode. It was the opposite. Banhammer them. Boom. Ready? You've been banhammered. I've had a couple of people do that. Had a lot of people talking. I mean, I've got nothing against microdosing and things like that, but I had a few weird different profiles saying the exact same thing from different accounts about microdosing, and it was all to a sketchy telephone number and things like that. But it's still spam. I just saw this as well. It's kind of cool though. Will this work? This is going to be Friday's stream. Do I have to unlock this? Oh. It's way too big. I can't make it smaller. But see, that's my pose. And then someone said that. Am I in Monty Python by any chance? I think so. It went. Oh, it was a long stream. It's 10 minutes past 4. Ten minutes past 4. So YouTube comments. Oh yes, they are. No. So not all the YouTube comments are coming in. So I can't see your last one, Nicole. Or Mina's. But this one came in. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Good luck. You'll be great. That's awesome. In January, brand new year. And it'll be the best year ever because we're entering 2024. And 24 is the best number in the world. So... why? Because of me. So just very quickly though, I'll be uploading it to YouTube. So it won't be a live, but it's going to be on festivities stress, holidays stress, de-stress, the holiday stresses. Yeah, YouTube can be like that sometimes. You're not the only one. Even for me sometimes when I comment on someone's live stream. So we can try it again and then end the stream. Because it will break the stream. But ultimately, Apple has a newer update, which means if you did like a gesture like this, a heart will appear. If you do something else, and I can't remember, other hand gestures, and it appears. And there's been some funny things because people on like these Zoom meeting calls, and they don't realize because they've updated it that they just do like a gesture like this by accident, and suddenly they're in a meeting and a heart appears and they're like, what was all that about? So Apple made a bit of a mistake in just having it as a default as on, rather having a default as off, and then learn how to turn it on if you want to. But there's been a lot of people kind of being surprised with these, but we can give it a go because now we can break the stream because we've done 900. You have a good one, Michelle. So let's break the stream one more time, and then it'll be just... we'll just close the stream if it does this. So I've got to choose the right camera. Reactions are on, okay? You ready? You ready? Magic. We didn't break it yet. Oh, we broke it. What a one to end it on. We broke it on that one. Oh, I've broken both. What a contrast. We broke the stream again. It's kind of cool though, because we have like the mean one on that one and then the love on this one. You have a good one. We broke the stream. Most welcome. Do you want to live your life like this? Or live like this? Yeah, the thumbs down broke it. They broke all the cameras. Every camera is now broken. But we can do this back and forth. If you have people like that in your life, then be a little bit more like that and radiate them. Pen them in with love. So if they're like that, go, I pen you in with love. Oh. And you catch them right in that moment. Oh, I'm protected. I'm protected. But there we go. We did it. We got to 900 and we broke the stream. Yeah. I didn't even know that caught it on that camera. Hey, Carol, great to have you here. I don't know if you were here at the beginning of the episode, on the pre-chat, or the episode, or just the breaking of the episode. But we did it. We did all of it. We did everything. What a way to end the episode. So with that, we will end the episode. Thank you all for being here. Look at the heart. And have a good rest of your day. I'm going to edit this. And then probably do a little bit of work. And then I'm going to stop. So thank you for sticking with me for over 82 minutes now. And I'll speak to you all soon. Many thanks and goodbye. Thank you. Appreciate that. And thank you once again. Have a good one, everybody. Speak to you all on Friday, or listen to the Wednesday one. Boy.